Hey, welcome back to round three of the Legacy, and we actually went with a slightly different, kind of metric to choose who's playing this round. We wanted to kind of showcase some of the other decks that we haven't seen so far. So this is table 11, and this is Joe Go versus. Let me verify his name real quick. And score. Okay, so this is round three. We have a guest. You gotta talk right into the mic. Yeah?
Hello.
Try again. Try again.
Hello.
Again.
Testing.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you can
Hi.
see the.
Hi,
Yeah,
Sky here.
yeah. So Sky is a Legacy fan. He plays a lot of Legacy
Yeah, and regular.
regularly, very regularly. He was showing me a very cool miracles list that he has. He has a
Unfortunately, I'm unable to play today.
yeah, because he didn't make it on time, or it was
I was
raining.
working.
It was working. Oh, okay, okay. I work's important. Working on a public holiday though.
No choice, I'm going to reserve this
Oh,
tomorrow.
okay, okay.
So I have to clear my work.
Yeah. So, for those of you who are joining us from overseas, reservists is part of our male life in Singapore. For 10 years after you finish your compulsory military conscription, you have to go back every year for different exercises.
10 cycles.
10 cycles, 7 of which are like combat simulations, right? You pretend to go to high key,
They
yeah.
call it
Call
high
it high
key.
key. Yeah, yeah. That takes you out of your work cycle, your family for 3 weeks at a go.
Yeah.
Even more if you're like appointment holders and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a good way to get away from your everyday life and sometimes meet up with some of your old
Yeah,
friends.
I'm actually looking forward to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I know a lot of people who look.
getaway.
Yeah, yeah, like a little bit of a paid chalet, a paid holiday by the SAF.
Not really holiday, but it's just that you're doing something different.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Get out of the offices.
Mhm. So we have on today we have Joe. Well, this round we have Joe Go who's playing Miracles
Okay.
on the left, and then we have Yok Ping, who's playing Death in Texas. So very, very common matchup if you
Yeah.
play
Common matchup.
Magic online. Very fun and very interactive matchup. A lot of little tricks. How as a Miracles player, what do you think?
Personally, I feel Miracles should have a slight edge over Death and Taxes,
Right, right.
but
Because
it is always a tricky match
mm-hmm.
when
True.
we play against Death and Taxes.
Yeah,
There are a
yeah.
lot of interactions, and there's a lot of combat trick. I mean, on paper, theory wise, yes, Miracles has a slight advantage.
Yep,
Um,
for sure.
but if the Death Tax play is good, um, I would say it will become a 50-50 match at the end of the
Yeah,
day. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. I think there's a lot of play to the Miracles, to the Death in Texas deck.
And moreover, Miracles lost Sensei Divine Top.
Yeah. So not a lot of selection. So you see Joe pondering into a force. And I think force is really important only on the first turn, right? Because of Aether Vial. On the
Yes,
first few
you
turns.
must stop
Yeah.
a first or second turn in the round.
Yeah, this is good from Joe. It's just depending on which blue card he's gonna pitch. I see that his other cards are Porten, which he pitches, and the Brainstorm.
Okay.
And his top of his library is an island followed by a Swords to Plowshares, right?
Personally, I'm not a great fan of Porton.
You're not a fan of Porten? No?
Not a fan.
Yeah, yeah. So you showed me a list where you play Think
You,
twice.
I mean, if you are digging for a land, you can't draw it. I mean, if you
True.
through it, or I mean, you can't draw it on your turn,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll miss a land drop.
This is the second vial, which isn't as bad as the turn one because you have some time now. Like if you're in
Usually, I won't counter the second one.
yeah, mother is a problem, huh? But he has the swords coming off the top of his deck.
As a miracle players, we are never afraid of Mother's Hope.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure I will lay the fetch here because it means that he can't brainstorm and clear his top of his library.
Personally, I find Talia more irritating.
Yeah, yeah, but without plowing the mom, I guess plowing the mom, without swordsing the mom, you can't kill the Talia, right? If it comes down.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Interesting. I'm curious that Yok Ping chose to play it for mana instead of waiting to violate in, right? I mean, he's not in a rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
This we see why he fetched for basic here because of the wasteland. Yeah.
Can wait.
He can wait a bit, lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's the strength of the
He should have
weighted on the
the
mother.
strength
Yeah, yeah.
to move out.
So he has white mane lion in his hand. This is not a card I see very often. I think it's very good with some cards like Recruiter, with Stoneforge Mystic, with Flicker Wisp. But, by itself it's not a great threat. So this is Mirren Crusader, which is not a bad card. Not it's not the best card in this matchup. It's very good against Fatal Push. It's very good against Death Shadow. It's very good against Tarmogoyf. Oh, this is a Brainstorm. Yeah, but I think he drew an island before that, so it doesn't count, right?
He brainstorm with the terminus.
Oh, was it the first card?
I think second card?
Oh, second card. Okay, so but I think he can wait a bit, lah, right? He can probably set it up, put it 2 cards down.
Will put 2 cards down.
Mm. So 2 cards down means that he has some time, but that could be quite tricky because if his opponent finds a way to port his land, for example, in his upkeep, then he can't. He doesn't have the white to play in his draw step. Especially since the way Joe's mana is set up, he only has another Tundra in his hand for white mana. So if he draws a pot here, it's not bad. No pot. I like Yoping's choice of planes. Everyone is a different picture. I saw a Stoneforge in his hand, so
I have more planes. But most deck lists I saw is they only have 2 planes.
2 planes, you 3, because you run Gideons.
I run 5.
Oh, okay. So no red.
I have Gideons.
Gideons, yeah. Okay. Gideons are good pressuring other. So you can get GTA here and put a very, very fast clock, right? Because you can equip the. Yeah, Sword is kind of slow though, right? Because he doesn't get to play it this turn. He doesn't get to cast it this turn. He wants the card, but he's gonna get swept next turn, right? This coming turn, with the Terminus.
2 turns later. I mean 1 turn later.
What?
One more turn later.
Yeah, he's gonna predict. Wait, what? He's predict his island, his Tundra. Yeah, he's gonna draw a Terminus
Right.
and a second card. And he's gonna play the Terminus.
Not a bad move, I would say.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, so he's got white main lion. It's the flash 2/2. 1 cast 1 white flash 2/2. When it comes to play, return a creature you control to your hand. So he gets to return the Mirren Crusader. I was curious. I think I would have returned the Stoneforge Mystic. Right, because then you can Stoneforge and get better Skull. So you have more threats to go with the sword in your hand. Oh, he draws Jace, which is very, very good. Because he gets to play Jace now into an open board and to brainstorm away the entry.
Advantage, right?
Yeah.
And early Jays without creatures on board, I think that's a lot of advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a lot of advantage. He has a hard time right now.
Yeah, it's very, very tough for. Very, very tough for.
My money is on Joe right now.
Yeah. I think smart money is on Joe. Yeah. It's these games that make people feel like Miracles has a advantage in this matchup, right? Because it feels like you didn't have to sweat at all. You just.
In my personal opinion, Miracles is still the best 50-50 deck.
Oh, the best 50-50 deck.
In my opinion, it's still the best 50-50 deck. Yeah. So it is really 50-50 against most matchups.
Right. Yeah, I think this. I mean, how do you like the combo matchup as Miracles?
I can't really comment because it's my build.
Okay, well, this is quite interesting because he drew a land, a second wasteland, and he manages to vial in the. He's gonna entry for 4. Yeah, I mean, Mirren Crusader is good. It's a very, very good card, but is it better than 4 Angels? A comeback, is it? Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about the.
Yeah. Oh, look at Joe. He's got some funny looking fancy. Yeah. Well, the good thing about the way Yoping has this set up is that he has his Mirren Crusader can kill 1 angel in combat before he can with first strike.
For those who like to play Humility main board, for Miracles player, I would recommend Secure the Race.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you're true. You're right. Oh, this is interesting. So,
I don't play Secure the Race.
but you think it's good?
I feel it's good.
Yeah, it trades with their creatures.
The better card in Elspeth, the Sun Champion.
So this is interesting. If this is such a pity. If I was Yoping, I wouldn't lay the thing, and then I'll just attack with the Mirror Crusader. Right, you can
Yeah.
bluff that you have Flicker Wisp, so he has to like commit more creatures, or you have Plow, or you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
something like that. But here, I think you see the problem with the.
But personally, what do you feel about between Entreat, Secure the Ways, and Elspeth the Sun Champion?
Oh. Uh,
Okay,
I
assuming these are the so-called the finisher
yeah, yeah, yeah.
characters.
I like Entreat because the instant speed part of it is actually really powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's harder to trigger with top now, but without top now. But I think overall it's still a lot of power. You know, it gets, and the fact that there's multiple threats, you know, at instant speed is pretty good. I think Secure is good with Snapcaster.
Yes.
It's powerful with Snapcaster, and I think it could. Yeah, there's an argument for Secure, especially it means that you don't have to get double white lah.
I have ever seen a play with Secure the Ways and
Mhm.
Snapcaster. It's very modernish.
Yeah, yeah.
Gideon Ally of Zendika.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I think I can see Gideon's in the post board
But
games.
that's very fringe and
Yeah, for sure. I think this game is like almost 100% in Joe's favor, right?
yes.
This is weird though. So he just chump block with one angel. Oh, so maybe it's not 100% in Joe's favor because his opponent seems to be Joe seems to have gone for some irrelevant cards. So he's gonna play Portent here. He's hoping to find swords. He does find the swords.
Color
Wow.
balance nowadays is a necessary evil.
Yeah. I mean, he's also very good in the mirror.
Oh, for Mirror it is very good, but
Yeah.
against
Like combo. So he's gonna hit him with one.
one
He drew the swords. He's gonna draw the swords. So why doesn't he just attack all the angels?
true.
Right.
Yeah, he should have done it. Should have done that.
That's interesting. So maybe he has some. Maybe he's hoping to double block.
I think he's just
Yeah.
playing,
He's gonna very overly carefully, right?
defensively.
Yeah. Like yeah, sure. Joe's probably 100% to win now because he probably put
Edelval on 3.
it was on 3.
Yeah.
But his Hoping's hand is empty. He cast the mom. And he's going to plow the Mirren Crusader. And he can even bounce the mother with Jace
Yep.
to make it, for a bit of tempo and to make sure that he gets in for 8 with the angels. But I'm very curious. Yeah, he's gonna bounce.
That's the right play.
He's gonna bounce. Yeah.
Attack.
And attack for 8.
8.
Yeah, but it's so weird, right? Because wouldn't you just have. It's very curious. If you're gonna double block anyway, and you stack the counterbalance with a 1 on top, you're not afraid of plow from your opponent.
I
And
guess
he has no cards in hand.
sometimes when you're in a competitive game,
Yeah.
your sequencing,
Yeah, a
you
bit.
get flustered and your
Yeah.
sequencing is wrong.
Yeah, literal flusterstorm today because it was raining. Yeah, actually the mom resolved through the counterbalance even though there was a sword on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also I think a sign that Joe is a little bit flustered, a bit nervous. You're right, a bit anxious. This is mom. No trigger with the counterbalance. Yeah, I can't imagine what he put on top. Well, maybe he put a card on top that he wants to mill with the search for Escanta. So it's like a land, or it's like a maybe in this position a terminus.
Yeah,
He put another.
you're right.
Yeah, yeah. So he's drawn a terminus for this turn, but he's choosing not to play it because obviously he has
Yeah,
10 power on the table.
Oh,
So he's gonna snap swords to the mom. Yeah, and you have to love Joe's situation. His position here, right? Because with the Jace he can.
Overwhelming boy, but
Yeah, with the Jace he can even bounce his own snap to flash back a second swords.
yeah.
So he's not afraid of anything in his opponent's deck right now. He's probably gonna put he brainstorm, which is
I saw
Yeah.
yeah.
it's not a Jace. Maybe you put the Jace on top so that you can block a Palace Jailer, maybe. Right, with your counterbalance. And yeah, it's game to Joe. Yeah, very much the textbook miracles kind of win, right? Yeah, a little bit sloppy, I think, from Joe's side, but in the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You win at 20 life or 1 life.
I mean, as an outsider watching the match, I guess there are better plays that he could have made. I guess maybe it's just numbers.
Yeah, yeah. I see a Lyra going in.
Lyra.
Lyra. Yeah, I saw. Oh, there's a Lyra on this sideboard. So I saw a Lyra, a
That
Supreme
sideboard
Verdict,
against Miracles
Disenchants,
is
Pitting Needle.
Gideon Ella of Zedica
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Cataclysm. Do you like Cataclysm? Cataclysm is pretty good. Yeah, yeah. So you see him looking through his sideboard. He's got a lot of sideboard options. He's got Detention Sphere. So as a Miracles player, you take out Forces, right? Forces are the
against P and P maybe two.
maybe two. Okay, so you can
Maybe
force
two.
the turn one
Yeah.
vial. He's got Disenchant, so maybe he's more confident that he's gonna be able to interact. You could take out the counterbalances, of course. Those are not great. And what do you?
Actually, depends.
Oh yeah.
There are times that I don't even board out the force
Oh.
because if I
Very little sideboard cards to board in.
and you
It
have
looks
to really stop the turn one at
Mm-hmm. Looks like he has needles and stuff. So he's taking out two Jaces, a search for Ascanta. Wow, he's going very, very light on the. I'm not sure about taking out the Jaces. The rest I can agree. The search is bad because it's waves of
take out
wasteland.
Jace.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Maybe one or two pieces.
Okay. You play three.
I play three in main board.
Mm.
Usually I'll board out one or two.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of slow.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go for lower curve.
Do you have mentors in the sideboard? You don't.
I'm playing humility.
That's true.
why
That's
there's no
true.
mentor.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like Palace Jailer is a problem for you, right? If they
Uh,
get the mod out and they just keep drawing cards. So that's kind of
then
interesting.
Again, not a lot. There are some variants of death text that they don't run Palace Jailer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So
So on Yok Ping's side, what do you think? He's definitely gonna
I've seen
his sideboard.
black just now. He plays Palace Jailer.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, what do you think he's gonna board in? Is it Gideon's?
Yes, Gideon's. Hopefully he plays Cataclysm.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Cataclysm is insane, right? Especially because they side out the
That's
forces.
That's the only way they can.
Come back from a
Because game 2, game 3 onwards is going to be a game of attrition.
yeah, 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 yeah. Very much
Games
so.
of attrition, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
In this scenario, definitely games of attrition. Yeah.
and you need to answer the planeswalker.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
True.
heavy
True.
hitter or sorcery.
Sorcerer's Spyglass? Yeah, yeah. Does he have Council's Judgment? Probably. That's a kind of clean answer. But they get one activation.
Usually
Yeah.
they will have 3 judgment.
Wow. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, yeah. So it's really interesting. So with Joe siding out two of his
Key
Jaces.
is they need to set up an early Eidolon.
Mm. Yeah, Eidolon just makes so much mana over the course of the game, just by giving you free.
Yeah, it's a key card, and hopefully he draw into shutdown.
Yeah,
Early
yeah.
shutdown.
Pots are good.
That's the only way he can
Interact with the mana.
come and
True. And we saw back to basics in Joe's sideboard, so we know that it's definitely a list that doesn't run red. You know, has more basics. So wastelands aren't so good. So Joe's hand has oust.
it's quite bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oust, counterspell. Yeah, he mulligans right away. It's so risky though, right? If you want to keep a one lander against DNT, especially if it's a tundra. Yeah. No cantrips at all. No real play to it. Wow, these games are quick. Someone's won already.
Is that Ivan?
Yeah. What's he playing?
Six show.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, Show and Tell is another my favorite.
Oh yeah, okay, okay.
But
Yeah, yeah,
personally,
yeah.
I'm playing Omnitel.
Okay.
Good old version whereby
Mono
Dream
blue.
Halls.
Ah, Dream Halls. Okay, okay.
Mono blue Dream Halls.
Yeah, that's
Finite.
wow. Okay, okay. That's old school. Boseju is very, very powerful card.
Especially after the bans with Probe and that's why I've been playing it every FNM.
Okay, okay.
I've been grinding
Doing well.
most of them are 3 new.
Wow. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's very good.
Very good deck. You recommend that?
I
That's cool. With 4 Cunning Wishes and
3 Cunning Wishes.
okay.
3 Cunning Wishes. 3
Yeah.
Dream Halls.
Some other runes to start. That's not too bad. Oh, but Joe has a immediate answer.
Oh, leading
Do you name Mother? I don't know. I don't know if I name Mother because he has Terminus in his hand. Yeah. Well, if he attacks with the Mother, we know what he named. Yeah. So Joe's hand pretty weak. Looks like two terminuses and and treat. Yeah. So it looks like that brainstorm has to do a lot of heavy lifting for him. That's Mishra's Factory. He's gonna play Thalia. It's probably his best. Oh, this is really bad for Joe. If Joe doesn't draw a land. Oh, he did name Mother Runes. Yeah, look,
I know, I don't think so.
it's very bad because he can't cast his cantrips.
You can't hear.
Yeah. Oh, you think he named Etaval?
I would.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mother is not a bad choice.
Yeah, mother is the choice that's right in front of you, lah.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
Oh, Joe missed the land drop.
he missed a land drop. His hand was just one cantrip, and then he played a yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
So this is GTA for 3.
Oh, GTA.
Yeah, respecting his own Thalia. So the mom gets in as well. So this is okay. So yeah, Joe's still in this. He needs to play the Ponder first, right? To set up a white land and then brainstorm and then
Yep.
put the terminus back. But
And Natalia is very helpful now.
very, very good, yeah. And Thalia's gonna be able to yeah. Oh no, he's gonna be super greedy and put wow. I think he gets rewarded, yeah. If you're Joe, oh, if it was me, I don't know, it was you. What would you have done? You probably have played the Ponder first, right?
Probably Ponder.
Yeah, because you want the brainstorm to help you shuffle away as much of your deck as possible,
Yes.
while also putting one terminus there. But I can see where he's coming from, because
It takes experience to really play a brainstorm well.
yeah, it's true.
Brainstorm is a very powerful card, but for it to be the most effective.
Yeah, and Yokping has so much play because he can like if he has this wasteland is really good, right? Because if he thinks his opponent put a terminus on top of his deck, he can wasteland the fetch land.
But nowadays, back to brainstorm. Nowadays, I don't know. I slowly like to play brainstorm on my main turn.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially if I don't have any lands
yeah.
in my hand and I don't want to miss the land drop.
I agree. I
I'll
agree.
do a brainstorm on my main turn.
Yeah, yeah, and it means that you see the most number of cards.
Yeah, I mean,
So wow,
you
this
got
is
one draw phase, you draw
Mhm.
one card, and you brainstorm three more cards.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you don't run the list
Yeah,
the risk of
only
getting
times
locked.
that I run brainstorm during the opponent's end of turn is one
You
fetch that I need.
and you don't have time left. You know you.
Or I want to trigger
So
the user.
Two counters on this GTA and Natalia in play. Things are looking pretty bad for Joe unless Yokping overextends into this. But I don't think he would. Now the question is whether or not he wastelands his opponent's Flooded Strand.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can put the miracle
I
trigger on the stack
I
and
got
then
that
waste.
before.
Yeah.
I got that before. Really.
It looks like he's left it up, so you know there's at least the possibility of that happening. So he's gonna pump probably. So he's gonna take 7 this turn.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How does it get to 8? I'm very confused. I think he took 8 from that.
Oh.
So, so he's not even wasting. He doesn't waste his opponent in the. Oh, okay.
You see, if he wastes
If he wastes, he would shuffle the
the
terminus away. Yeah. So that's something I do a lot when I play
Yeah,
D&T, right? Is that like at some point your waste doesn't matter because your opponent's not gonna play non-basics.
Yes.
So you just use it as a way to mess up their draw steps and stuff like that.
Especially right after the brainstorm.
Yeah, but I think Joe is still dead. Well, no, I think the life counter says 2, right? So Joe is still dead to that Mishra's Factory, yeah? If he can't find anything. Well, the Disenchant helps him with the Mishra's Factory, but I think if Yoping just goes all in and animates the factory and equips, I think the game is...
I think
Yeah, he doesn't even have to
really
animate.
should have raised the
Yeah,
first rank.
I think...
Now Joe is back to
But it's good that we have this on video, because he can go back and watch it and like, yeah, I know I should have wasted, and he can improve. I think that's important. So now not a clean kill for Yoping because he has the fetch open, but the fetch means he puts him to 1. So if you're Yoping, you must like your chances here, right? Attack with the factory first, see what happens, then play something after that.
But if I'm in Joe's shoe,
Yep.
I'm probably
He was at 2.
I thought he's at 12.
Yeah. So I'm kind of curious what happened there. I think might have been some accounting error with the Thalia because it seems like he should have survived one more turn. Granted, if he was at 1 life, the fetch is useless. The fetch is dead. But still, Yeah. We have to watch that on the replay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I had a judge here who could, but that's fine. Yeah, so they're gonna board again. It looks like Yoping has no changes. Just to remind everybody, we are here at Grey Ogre Games. I'm Ben. This is Sky. We know each other for a while. We all play Legacy. There's Legacy here on Mondays at 8 o'clock every Monday. If you're free, any of you are free, you're welcome to join us. We have a couple of decks in the store to lend also. So if you want to play different decks, we got Elves, we got D&T, I got Grixis.
Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of different cards. And Omnishow. So I think we built Omnishow also to try out, to lend to people. Yeah, so lots of decks that we can lend you. I think it's a format that everyone in our store loves. I think the last month alone, all my employees bought a Legacy deck.
Yeah, I think Legacy is
It's a
it's not
great format.
as
Volatile.
no oppressive.
Oppressive. Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
mean, the real oppressive format is actually vintage, but
True,
Legacy
true,
is
true.
okay. Cause I transited from modern to Legacy,
Yeah.
so I played both formats.
Okay.
So okay, I know in my own opinion,
Yeah.
I know somebody might beg to differ, but
Mm.
modern is really a format whereby I personally feel whoever who goes first wins
Yeah, yeah,
most of
yeah,
the time.
for sure.
Yeah,
It's no force of will.
and there's no police.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah, yeah.
policing that.
And all the good strategies are so different, right?
And most of the pre-notion of legacy that I receive from for people who don't play legacy is they always felt that legacy is very oppressive. People win on turn one.
Oh, that's
That's
crazy.
that's not true.
Yeah, we haven't seen any turn one kills yet.
Yes, there's the barrier of entries is always the dual lens.
Yeah.
But recently we are seeing Death Shadows making
Yeah.
an entry to legacy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can even play shock lens.
Yeah, yeah, you can play. In fact, there's a deck that Channel Fireball played at the PT where there's more shock lands than there are dual lands, right?
Yeah, and if you really want to go for a cheaper yet tier one deck,
Mm-hmm.
you can even play mono blue show and tell.
That's true. Yeah, yeah,
I mean, the only expensive card I think that would be Force of Will,
yeah.
maybe Ancient Dome. How much?
Ancient Tombs like $60. Yeah, 40 American, 45 American. Yeah. Yeah, I mean Ancient Tombs. Death and Taxes is basically a modern deck. Yeah.
Death Tax. Oh, there's a lot of good white creatures in the recent years, and Death Tax is.
Yeah. Well,
And the reprints.
Joe's
reprints
hand
for the world.
looks
Oh,
very
right,
risky.
Let's go Force of Will. Oh.
Yeah, and he's got 3 white cards and 3 islands.
Okay, the money's on your thing.
Yeah, and now the islands are also plains, so Yeah, so you're paying with his Vile up on 1. He has a Wasteland which is dead, but he has a Factory which is really, really powerful. He's a second Vile. So maybe he was hoping that Joe would force the first Vile and then he could get some value out of his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will do a second box.
Play a second one, of
Yes.
course. Yeah, yeah. So now you have this really deadly kind of like inevitability, right?
And
Just play free
able to
creatures.
Get a monarch up through
Pillars Jailer, yeah.
He will seal the game.
Yeah, Joe chose to brainstorm end of turn, possibly because he has predict, yeah? So he's gonna put entreat on top of his deck and an island and he's gonna predict away the entreat. The problem here I think is that he's got a Snapcaster, so that's not so bad. So he's gonna mill the entreat the angels, he's gonna draw 2 cards. Then he'll draw for his draw step. And he has a fetch land that can help him go get a basic plains. Not a bad sequence of turns, yeah. Yeah, the extra island is also gonna be super helpful. Yeah.
Please. Good, please.
Yeah, I think the plains is not bad. Yeah. I'm not sure if there's a terminus in his hand though. Yeah, there is a terminus and there's a council's judgment. So going up to 2 and 1. This is a situation where Engineered Explosives is very good in this
Yes.
matchup, right?
Um,
And from this
in fact,
point,
Engineer Explosive is quite good. In fact, very good in the current meta.
yeah, because of Death Shadow and
Death Shadow, Rock Delvers.
yeah, that's true. It's good against Storm once in a while. Stompy decks, yeah.
Because those who Charlize for one.
Yeah.
Personally, I main bought 2 Engineer Explosive.
Wow. Oh yeah, I saw that. That's really, really cool. No Academy Ruins though.
No. It's
Nothing
already
crazy like that.
very tight.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
So you like Joe's position here? It's kind of interesting, right? Yeah, because two vials, your opponent can just slowly pressure you with his Mishra's Factory.
What European is missing is a couple of the Shadan Port.
Yeah, yeah, to spend his mana super effectively. Yeah, it's interesting here because yeah, so we're seeing some action on his main phase, which is really interesting, right? Because
Oh, okay.
it looks like
But feeling he
it's gonna get Sanctum Prelate.
or Stoneforge.
Yeah, it's interesting. But if it was Stoneforge, you could just wait, right? Because you could just what was a Jailer? He's gonna cast the Jailer now. Oh wait,
I will strongly recommend Joe
let's
right now.
check what Jailer says. Can you remove your own creatures with Jailer? Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Palace Jailer. Let's go HD feature. Right, with card.
And
Oh, opponent controls. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of odd because he can't actually remove any creatures with his Jailer.
So
Yeah,
he can play
he can still play it
to get the Monarch.
to get the Monarch, but it would be cool if he could have gotten his creature, could have exiled his own Palace Jailer in case there's a Terminus, so that his creature, his recruiter comes back.
On hindsight, no right, no wrong.
Yeah, I
Probably he wants the
I like your play better of taking the Stoneforge, but if that's the case, we can just wait, right? So here's Snapcaster. I think this is in combat, yeah. So this is combat. Probably gonna block the factory and then trade with it. Oh yeah, block the factory, get it off the table, then Terminus next turn would be. I mean, even Terminus is no point. There's no point in Terminus though. It's just one recruiter of the guard. Yeah. So that's the problem with the vial, right? Because it creates this. I don't have to do anything. Your Terminus is not so good.
and okay, that is where Potent will be.
Opponent be good lah. Yeah, because you can trick. You can, but even then, it's you. If you're the D&T player, you just don't violent creatures when your opponent has a potent trigger.
Oh.
So he's gonna cast Revoker can't name lands. It can only name non-land creatures. Yeah, yeah. Let me
Okay. Just double check.
Phyrexian Revoker. Yeah, non-land.
Yeah.
So that's interesting that he chose to fetch anyway. I mean, it's good that
Maybe he misread it.
yeah. Maybe he thought it was Spitting Needle or Sorcerer's Spyglass. But that's interesting because now Joe has. Oh yeah, he finds.
The only way for Miracles players to deal with two Aether
Well, he has Disenchant, which is good.
What? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, back to what I was saying.
Oh.
You have to Terminus in opponent's turn.
Yeah, this is really good, right? Because he can. Why is he drawing the Terminus? Oh, that's the Oust. He drew Oust, which is. No, it's Blessed Alliance. This Blessed Alliance.
Okay.
So he's gonna be able to get his opponent when he attacks.
Joe has to be very patient right now.
Yeah, yeah, very patient. I was curious he didn't disenchant earlier. So he can, if his opponent attacks, he can escalate the Blessed Alliance.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I'm not sure he needs to anymore, right? Because if is that Oust or is it Blessed Alliance? The card looks so similar. I think it is Blessed Alliance. So he's viling in a Jailer. He gets the Monarch.
He did it end of turn, right?
Yeah. Well, no, this is main phase, I think, because he's played the Mom this turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So pretty. This is a game that Joe started out with. He missed his land drop, right?
Yeah, he missed his land drop.
He missed his land drop.
But he somewhat recovered.
Yeah. Yeah. So getting in for 3. I mean, the damage doesn't matter here. No. I think the land drop game was the last game, wasn't it? With the Talia. Yeah. That was the last game. This is game 3.
Okay, now Terminus
Yeah. So he's gonna brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Here come Terminus.
Yeah. But if you are Yoke Ping, after he puts the cards back with the brainstorm, do you wasteland his Flooded Shrine? He must have thought of that. He's yeah. Come on. Oh, that's. Oh, what is this? Wait, what? No, he has Sanctum Prelate for 6.
Oh, hey, that's a good play.
Yeah. He puts the Miracle Trigger on the stack, then he puts Prelate in for 6.
So the miracle trigger is on the stack.
Yeah. But the Mom is summoning 6. So what what Joe can do is to plow the Sanctum Prelate and then still play the Miracle, right?
Yeah.
But if he had wasted, if he had wasted his
Okay,
opponent's special,
it's whips. It's not center prelate.
is Wisp. Okay, okay. So
But
that's not
it's
so bad.
a prelate. It is a
It'll be pretty good.
very good move.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
good, very good
Actually,
move.
I think you can Wisp the Recruiter the Guard to reset to get like more, get your cards back,
Yeah.
right?
To get
Yeah, but it's okay. I think Joe's fine. Joe. Oh, okay. He's just gonna let it go.
okay.
So he's gonna blink. He's gonna flicker
Recruiter.
the recruiter. And then he's gonna tuck everything. But his opponent still has the monarch, so I can see. I mean, I think it's still the ball is still in Yok Ping's court, even though he has to fight through a lot of removal on his opponent's side. Yeah. So Joe's gonna go get second
Honestly,
play.
I feel if it's a prelate just now,
He would have
the
won.
game is
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Was interesting, for sure. So we'll see what Joe does from here. I'm not sure he has to play this disenchant at some point, right? Like it can't just sit in his hand forever. Especially
like
he knows.
he drew into
Yeah. Well,
a was it
no,
Rest or Terminus?
he drew a terminus. He's gonna wait. He's gonna slow play the terminus. He's gonna draw that snapcaster. But now I think he can disenchant the. Wait, he didn't draw a card. Oh, he just potent. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Okay.
comes back into play. So, coming back into play, you can wait to see what the recruiter gets before you choose what to disenchant, right? You can disenchant the 4 if it's a palace jailer. You can disenchant the. Well, you don't need palace. You don't need to disenchant the 4 because he already has the monarch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But you can disenchant the 3 if he gets like Brightling or Flicker Wisp or.
Brightening is very good right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit mana intensive, but I think it's very good in this situation in particular, right? Because you can just one threat him over and over.
Brightening nowadays they cast it through Edinburgh.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Not
obviously,
really cast, they put it to
yeah,
through Edinburgh.
he can't get Brightling with the recruiter because it's three power, 3 toughness. But if he does have a Brightling, it's really really good.
Brightening is too good into D&D.
Too good.
Too good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's interesting because
And
yeah.
explain the price shot for
Here comes a disenchant on the vial for 3, right? Oh, he's gonna plow instead. Okay, okay. He can still get the vial on 3, right? That way his opponent and if he gets Tundra with his volcanic with his polluted delta and his opponent wastes, then he can't cast the flicker wisp. So that's actually an interesting choice for him to his vial's on tap. Joe being nice and reminding his opponent that his vial's on tap. So yeah, I think this is great. I mean, this format, so much interaction, so many little things that can set you apart. He's drawn his 4th land.
personally, when I first enter Legacy,
Mhm.
what overwhelms me is the number of triggers.
Yeah.
It's not even spell on the stack, it's triggers.
Just triggers, just
Just triggers. Yeah.
things to be wary of.
Surprisingly, that helps me
Become a better.
standard.
Yeah, yeah.
Modern,
That's true. Yeah, become a better player by playing Legacy.
yeah, definitely. Okay. If I am Joe right now,
Mm-hmm.
I will hope for a PD leader.
So this is a 3, and it has to be. It can't be. It can't be. What's he trying to do? He has to. He can just wait, right? Like he doesn't have to put it now into play now. So the only reason he would.
One interesting gameplay that I saw against one of my D&D opponent during my end of turn, he decided well,
Mm-hmm.
asked if I have to respond to anything.
Yeah.
Then
Then he just. Nah.
I just happened that I didn't have any response, so I say no response. Then I say okay, I'm not going to put down anything. So very sneaky. He's trying,
Yeah.
trying to trick me to doing something.
Yeah. So he's gonna flicker his own vial, so that he can reset it to a lower number.
Okay.
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how effective that is, but it would tell me that maybe his opponent doesn't have. Well, Yok Ping doesn't have too much gas, right? Doesn't have too much going on. Just wants to put a. Yeah, interesting.
Okay.
Oh, port's good. Yeah,
Probably late.
it's a bit late, and Joe's hand is very defensive, so this game is gonna go on for quite a while more, right?
Yes.
Because It looks like two more terminuses and a disenchant. Oh no, it's a terminus and a council's judgment. Right. Or is it still that Blessed Alliance? The Blessed Alliance is not bad here because it
I think the
actually
game has reached to the stage whereby
the
it starts.
disenchant.
I mean, the attrition starts.
Yeah, it starts to favor Joe. Okay, so he's gonna
The longer the game
he's gonna use a
progresses,
terminus here.
the more, the better is for the DMP player.
Yeah, I actually think that Yoping is not too worried so long as he just keeps playing one or two threats.
Wow, another fury.
Another wisp. So the wisp is wow. This is interesting. So Joe is thinking about Snapcaster swordsing the wisp, but doesn't make any sense, right? Wouldn't you just let the flickered wisp come back, the one that's removed from the game now, come back and then swords it later?
Yep.
So he's gonna put.
Okay, it's a snap.
Oh, he's gonna play snap. He's gonna give swords flashback, because he's worried about Athalia. If you're worried about Athalia, wouldn't you just wait?
Okay.
This is interesting. Yeah. Well, swords gains flashback anyway.
Yep.
The wisp comes back. Oh, he draws a card for Monarch. The wisp is gonna come back. The wisp has to come back. Okay, I think someone needs to go remind them.
Okay.
Hey, Yokping. Joe. The wisp comes back. The wisp comes back.
Okay.
It was in his combat
So
snap, right?
then just remind them.
When did you play the terminus?
We are trying to find out what is happening.
No combat. Okay. So apparently he played the thing instead.
Oh. Okay. So what happened was, Yoping played the interactions that's how doing his end step.
Yeah. So well,
That's why.
more like Joe played the brainstorm at the end step to trigger the terminus.
Yeah,
So
it's a
here's Plow, which is very curious.
Modern spell.
I'm very curious at his main deck.
Okay.
But I suppose if you have Palace Jailer, then it's important to have your Plow still main, right? In case your opponent gets a Snapcaster
So
to poke you.
Joe is the monarch right now.
So yeah, Joe's the Monarch. But without a way to interact with his opponents. So it's so weird. Joe, yeah, if you were Joe and you were trying to get your opponent to wipe your opponent's board and you thought he had a Flicker Wisp and you terminus, wouldn't you do it in combat so that if it comes back at the end step you can still use the Plow that your Snapcaster is flashing back?
Yeah.
But he didn't, and now his opponent's Flicker Wisp is gonna come back. We know that he has a Blessed Alliance, so he's not worried, right?
Yeah.
He's not worried. But it seems like Joe is gonna go for something here. Is he gonna disenchant?
Yeah. I think
No,
Wisp trigger is on the stack.
Yeah, Wisp trigger is on the stack.
Joe is
So
responding to it.
yeah, interesting, right? Because
So
at the end of his turn, his Yoping's turn, he can actually port his opponent's land, right? Feels like he's missing a lot of port activations. But here's the second snap, and he's gonna play the swords that he previously flashback but didn't cast. Gave flashback but didn't cast. So he's gonna gain 3. No chance for Yoping to and Yoping blinked his land.
Thing about that's in Texas. You have too many interactions that you have to keep mindful of.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not an easy deck.
It's not an easy deck to play for
it's not an
sure.
easy deck to play.
That's really interesting because now
And your margin of error is very narrow. So
True.
you really have to play a lot to master it. Anyway,
Yeah.
Legacy
just have
is
to
a
play a
format
lot.
whereby you have to play a deck for very long
Mm-hmm.
in order to master it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. I don't know what's in his hand. Is another vial. The land's gonna come back. He's gonna pot his opponent's planes in his upkeep. So his opponent's gonna draw. It's drawn predict, but do you like attacking with both here? I guess because of the Blessed Alliance he's covered. Yeah. But maybe you can leave one home to just in case you're
Joe is
the Monarch, so he's gonna draw.
and he is
Right. So yeah.
advantage.
So with the
Look
Revoker,
at his the podcast in hand.
but Joe has disenchant for the Revoker. This is insane. So he's gonna go to he's gonna go to equip with the sword, which is great because Joe can still disenchant it or can play Blessed Alliance. he's gonna attack. He's gonna play Blessed Alliance. Finally. Wait, what? He's gonna gain 4 life, and that seems greedy on Joe's part. Like, you don't need the 4 life. It's not like the deck has burn spells. But okay. Sure, he's gonna untap. This is the slow process of getting beat to death by Snapcasters. She's gonna entreat.
Yesterday I feel you're being true again.
Yeah, I feel like he did too, because there's definitely ways that he could have played such that he kept the Monarch for a much longer time. Yeah, so all he can do is pot his opponent out wide, but now Joe gets to play Jason Mind Sculptor.
Okay.
Better than all.
That's it.
In this turn in particular, I would have preferred to leave one Snapcaster home just in case Yokping can violin a creature and get the Monarch back, right? That's one of the ways
I
that.
think that's the reason why he do a fix himself.
But he attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
But so if Yoping has like any 2-drop now, oh yeah, he doesn't. But if he's any 2-drop now, he can violate in, attack, and take the Monarch back, right, and draw another card.
But I will still make this play if I'm I'll do this play.
Oh yeah, you still attack with both. Just seems like the life is so irrelevant. This is Battle Skull, which is perfect because Joe has that disenchant from like forever ago. So yeah, this is no good. Disenchant. And he gets to. Yeah. I don't think you keep it in. So Joe's gonna Fate Seal. He's gonna crash with the Snapcasters, put him to 10. Draw a card from being the Monarch. Life, if you're Joe, life is great, right? Life is good. You got all the answers in the world. You got a Jace in play. You got 2 creatures. What could go wrong? Yeah, and you're not afraid of a GTA. You know he drew that GTA because you gave it to him with your Fate Seal. So yeah, he's just gonna pot his opponent out wide, but I don't think he's winning. Yeah, and Joe's gonna win. Yeah.
And Joe is still the Monarch.
Yeah, he's still the Monarch, which is crazy. In a deck where it's mainly creatures against a deck that's mainly creatures. But yeah, it was very interesting how this game played out. And drawing that swords pretty much seals the deal. No one's gonna steal the Monarchy from him now. He's gonna face heal his opponent, and he's gonna attack for 6. Yeah. Who's gonna win, Jace or the Snapcasters? Yeah, I think the Snapcasters win first. I think it's a scoop 2. It's a third port. Yoping's gonna be able to. Yeah. Which, if he had drawn in slightly different order, maybe he would have had a slightly better shot. But all things considered, I don't think there's too much he could have done. He's gonna get Fate Sealed again. It's gonna go to. Yeah. And we're gonna see the hand soon from Yokping. Because if he draws another land, draws for the Monarch. Cool. So this was an interesting game. It was really.
There's a lot of lessons to be learned from this game.
Yeah. I feel like things could have gone very differently, but I mean that's legacy, right? You make a couple of mistakes, you fall a little bit behind.
Margin of error is quite narrow. Sequencing and triggers are very important.
Yeah.
It really can cost you the game.
Yeah.
If you sequence it wrongly.
Sure, especially a trigger intensive deck like Death and Taxes.
Yeah. Death and Taxes
Cool.
is a very trigger intensive deck.
Yeah, cool. Well, we're gonna take a little bit of a break for a few minutes, and then we'll be back with the next round. Thanks, Sky, for joining me here. And